maintaining sincerity with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to make sure that we never compromise or breach His limits, boundaries, and commandments, and to uphold good relations and good dealings with the makhluk of Allah, the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the ultimate goal of every believer. We need to remain sincere with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He is our master and we are coming back to Him. And He is the one who will hold us to account for everything that we do. And we need to be good with His slaves because it is the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and it is the teachings of Islam that we treat other people with dignity, respect, and honor. If a person is doing this to the best of their ability, but there are people in their life that are still not happy with them, a person should not become overburdened with this sentiment of failing in that relationship or not being able to make the relationship work despite their best efforts. As long as the effort is there, if that relationship matters, for example, it is a blood relative, it is a parent or a child or someone in our extended family, it is necessary to do our best to try to uphold that relationship. Similarly, even if the person is not related to us, it is our duty to try to treat the person as best as we can. If even after this, the person is not happy, the person finds flaws in us or criticizes us or makes us feel bad, a person should not be overwhelmed by this or take it too seriously. Umar radiallahu anhu wrote in a letter to Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiallahu anhu that man khalusat niyyatuhu kafahu Allahu ma bainahu wa bainan nas. When a person's intention is sincere, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes care of and looks after the little issues that might arise between him and other people. That the person is doing the right thing, people still don't understand them for that. They have a misconception, a misunderstanding, a misperception of what the person is doing, and because of that, they are leveling all kinds of criticism in their direction. You shouldn't have to worry about that, he says. Because if your intention is sincere and the steps you are taking are correct, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of those little issues between you and others. وَمَن تَزَيَّنَ لِلنَّاسِ بِغَيْرِ مَا يَعْلَمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ شَانَهُ اللَّهُ. But if a person is trying to show that they are someone that they're not, in other words, they're putting up this act in front of others and they're trying to raise their profile, adorn themselves, beautify themselves, embellish their personality to make it look more attractive to others. And their mission is that I want acceptance from everyone. I want to be loved by everyone. I want to be respected by everyone. And this becomes their main mission. The sincerity with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drifts away from their mind and heart. And now they start demonstrating things that they don't really have. A person acts knowledgeable when they are not, or acts more knowledgeable than they actually are. A person acts pious or more pious than they actually are. And so on and so forth. He says it's inevitable that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will poke holes through those layers that the person is putting up as a display, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will expose this person's flaws, their mistakes, their errors, their weaknesses to the same people that the person is trying so hard to impress. Therefore, the most important thing is to be sincere with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and treat people as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to treat them. And then after that, stop worrying about it. And to become overly infatuated with what people will think, what impression they have, and how much they admire us, and then adding all of these displays for the sake of winning and attracting their admiration, this is an immense mistake. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ultimately tears it apart. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from this.